We are coming back with breaking news here in the trial of Jussie Smollett. You know, we've been covering it. The jury has reached a verdict, and it is, at least for most of the counts, guilty for Smollett. Let me remind you of what had happened here. The jury begun deliberating last night and between yesterday and today for something like 9+ hours, 9.5 hours on our count. Over the course of the trial, they heard from nearly a dozen witnesses, including 2 brothers, who say Smollett paid them to stage the whole thing. That was the crux of the prosecutor's case here, right? The prosecutors were saying, listen, this guy's credibility, in so many words, Jussie Smollett's credibility is shot. The defense was arguing this was not the case. Smollett denied that this alleged attack against him was a hoax. Remember, this was in 2019, this allegedly racist and homophobic attack. And we now know that as Smollett has faced 6 counts of disorderly conduct for making what prosecutors say was a false police report about this attack, he has been found guilty on 5 of the 6 counts. 5 of the 6 counts guilty. So this is some interesting news that's coming into us just now, into our NBC newsroom. I want to bring in here NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalos, NBC News legal analyst and former federal prosecutor Cynthia Oxney, and Joseph Tully. He's a criminal defense attorney. Danny, let me start with you here because you and I have talked on this show about the Smollett case specifically. And now here we are. We have the verdict returned from the jury. Again, this is developing literally as we speak. I'm getting word in my ear from my producer of what these charges are as we're talking here. I would imagine, based on the things you said before, that you are not totally shocked that this is how it turned out.
I'm not totally shocked, and you're absolutely right. We're getting this in real time. I want your producer in my ear to tell me what count we're still waiting on.
It was count 6. It was count 6 that was not guilty. So he was counts 1 through 5 guilty, count 6 not guilty, and that count 6 was a reference, I believe, to Smollett telling one of the detectives that he'd been a victim of an aggravated battery. Right? The other 5 counts, again, these all relate to Smollett saying things that prosecutors said just were not true to police. Right?
Right.
I hope that helps, Danny. Is that useful?
It does. It's fascinating because it tells us the jury really considered these charges in detail, went over the jury instructions, and essentially concluded that Smollett lied or gave a false report as to certain kinds of crimes, but not as to, say, aggravated battery contained in count 6. But overall, it's clear the jury believed that Smollett gave false reports. And I don't think Smollett helped himself very much in testifying and getting into verbal combat with the prosecutors. But as it was, the prosecution already had substantial evidence. If I was on Smollett's defense team, I might have considered putting him up anyway, because what else are you going to do?
I want to ask my team in the control room if that's the video of Smollett that we just showed arriving at court tonight. It was, actually. So the video that you just saw, that kind of scrum of people, this is it. That's Smollett arriving to hear the counts against him.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.